Hi, my name is Phil Calvert and welcome to another video with Old Mutual Wealth, helping financial advisors to make the most of social media. We've been looking at LinkedIn, specifically personal profile pages, company pages and showcase pages. But now we need to know how to make the most of the site in terms of connecting with people, engaging with people and finding new clients. One of the great things about LinkedIn is they have a little feature that tells you specifically who has looked at your profile. I wish we could have that on our websites. Most of us have a website, people visit it, hopefully, but we've no idea who's actually visited it. But with LinkedIn, we can actually see specifically who's looked at our profile. Now, most financial advisors, in fact, most people on LinkedIn are missing out on huge opportunities because they're failing to do one specific thing, and that is thank people for looking at their profile page. I'm told that 98% of people never bother to thank people for looking at their profile pages. And when you do start thanking people, amazing things start to happen. I've had financial advisors tell me that the very first time that they thanked someone for looking at their profile page, they actually got a new investment inquiry. And I also know another financial advisor who brought in business worth £100,000 in fees just from simple things like thanking people on LinkedIn. So you go to your profile on LinkedIn and you'll see a tab on there that says who's viewed my profile. Click on that and you can see specifically who's looked at you. Now, you might find a few recruiters looking at you, but you'll also find some other people. Then go and have a look at their profile page and try and figure out why it is that they might have looked at you. It could be for all manner of reasons. But what I would recommend you do is then send a quick note back saying, thanks for looking at my profile today, and maybe something like, I hope something caught your eye. You don't need to go into sales mode, you don't need to offer a full financial review because they probably don't want one. Just do a nice thank you, and then because you've done something human, you've done something courteous, guess what happens? More often than not, people will write back and say, yeah, well, I was looking around and I found your page that came up in a profile, or I found you in a group. And then a dialogue starts to happen, and who knows where that will go. A simple little tip, thank people for looking at your profile page. Another tip that's really, really important. When you're making a connection with someone, always personalize the request. If you, like me, have been on LinkedIn for a while, I'll bet that you receive almost on a daily basis connection requests from people on LinkedIn, and they all say exactly the same thing. I'd like to add you to my professional network on LinkedIn. And we think, why? Who are you? I don't know you. If you take the time to personalize a connection request, again, you'll be amazed at the response that very often happens. And at the very least, add their name. But before that, I would strongly recommend that you have a quick look at someone's profile page, look through it, see what interests they have, try and figure out something that you have in common. Maybe you live in a similar area. Maybe you went to the same university. Maybe you have all sorts of other things in common. Find something in common and then personalize the connection request. I would strongly recommend you do that every single time you want to make a connection on LinkedIn. And again, I know financial advisors who, when they do that as part of their activity on LinkedIn, they get results. Where could we find clients on LinkedIn other than through using search? Well, the search engine on LinkedIn is really, really powerful. And there are all sorts of filters. So maybe you were looking for accountants in Manchester. You would literally type accountants into the search box, and then down the left-hand side, add a location, and it will list out everybody who's got accountant who is based in Manchester or the Manchester area, and then go through their profiles, find something in common and send a personalized connection request to them. Another place you can find clients or potential clients or professional connections is in the groups on LinkedIn. Groups are a fantastic feature. There's a group for everybody. You name it, there's a group for it. Maybe you specialize in financial advice for solicitors or financial advice for architects. You'll find a group on LinkedIn for accountants. You'll find a group on LinkedIn for architects. Join that group, but then think of the etiquette. Don't go barging in, don't go promoting yourself, don't go waving, hi, I'm here. Just look at some of the conversations that are taking place, get a feel for the tone of the group, and then slowly but surely Add a few comments of your own. Don't go into sales mode, just add to conversations that are taking place in the groups. If you're looking for specific types of clients in a specific niche, you will find them in groups on LinkedIn, and I highly recommend that you spend some time. There are just a few quick tips on how to engage with people and how to find clients on LinkedIn. So to summarize, how to use LinkedIn to engage and connect with people and to find potential clients. First of all, when someone looks at your profile page, always thank them. Secondly, when you want to make a connection request, never send the standard connection request that LinkedIn gives you. Always personalize it. At the very least, use their name. To find clients, use the LinkedIn search engine. It's very powerful, and search by location as well. And finally, join groups on LinkedIn. There are thousands and thousands of groups where your target customer is hanging out. Join those groups and interact and engage in the conversations.